Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the channel. Today, you're here to receive a message of what is blocking the change you want to manifest. For this reading, we have three piles: pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Pick the pile that you feel most drawn to before we start our reading with pile number 1. Did you manage to pick your pile? Let's start our reading. If you connected to pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Pile number 1, what is blocking the change you want to manifest? So you have the energy of grief, new moon in Leo, shine, last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind, new moon in Cancer, relax. Pile number 1, what is blocking the change that you want to manifest? Is the energy of grief, is the energy of pain, is the energy of loss. It's almost like no matter how positive you are, you tend to tune in with the possibilities of failing. So it's like your shadow is overshadowing you. You want to shine, but you fear to fail. You want to succeed, but you fear that you might fail. You want to relax, chill, and trust in the universe. You might feel that if you do that, you will end up failing. Therefore, not just as well the energy of grief and pain, but probably not trusting. The question is, in who? In yourself or in the universe? And whatever it is, you need to learn that the only way for you to move forward is by trusting in the only thing that you can count on, yourself, and in this case, the unknown that can be seen as the universe. So what you need to learn, first of all, pile number 1, when it comes to this energy that is blocking you, that is not about actually rejecting the energy of feeling sad, the energy of feeling lost, the energy of feeling alone, the energy of grief. It's like, let's not pretend that the shadow does not exist. Let's not pretend that the sadness can reach our energy field. So this is the message that the spirit animal crow wants to share with you as an energy that you need to learn to deal with, or at least recognize that everyone needs to make time to grieve. Looking at the energy of the crow, they take time to grieve. They have funerals and they gather solemnly around their fallen friends in silence. It is essential to allow yourself time to feel sadness for a loss, honor the memory, and express your emotions. Healing begins the moment you confront the source of your pain. Grief may appear if you have suppressed emotions around a loss. For growth to take place, you must address an ending, which allows for closure. There is no right way or wrong way to grieve. This is a ritual that is unique to you. Make time to mourn. Allow the feelings to surface, because there are important lessons within the sorrow for the living. For certain people, this is the only thing that you need to know, that the energy of suppressing your feelings is not allowing you to shine, is not allowing you to manifest your own wishes. Therefore, relax and remember, no matter how much we want to control everything, sometimes releasing is the best option. Allow things to unfold naturally. For people that are not in pain anymore, but you've been there, this is what was blocking you. Your incapacity of embracing sadness. The way you found that was most convenient for you to come out from it took you a longer time to detach. But that's okay. You've learned the lesson in the end. You came to a moment in your life when you realized what was wrong, and you decided that, you know what? It's almost like saying, I can't fight against the wind. I can't fight against the unknown. I have no control over everything. Therefore, I come into terms, or I come into peace with what I'm going through, allow things to happen, and just trust. So for certain people in here, I have the feeling that this energy is not affecting you anymore. Although the topic is what is blocking the change you want to manifest, for you it's more an explanation as well of what was blocking you, but it's not affecting you anymore because you surpassed this challenge. The only thing, it took you almost forever and ever. But the good news is you are in the other side of the mountain, and now you can clearly see the future, including the things that you were doing wrong, and you're not going to do it anymore. So what I see for you, pile number 1, especially for the people that are already detached from this situation, and for certain people is a feeling that's been lingering around for a longer period of time than it was expected. It's like it's time to feel free. It's time to shine. It's time to move forward. Nothing is blocking you. You've learned your lessons. Therefore, move forward with confidence. This is the message for people connected with pile number 1. Address the energy of the grief, especially for people that are needing to go through this process, and trust that the universe has your back. Clear your mind and allow your energy to expand. For other people that already mourned this situation, now they feel at peace with their own self, the time to proceed and succeed is now. Whatever you were postponing because you weren't able to manifest it, go forward with it. The doors are open and the path is clear. This is the message for people connected with pile number 1. If you connected with pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Pile number 2, what is blocking the change that you want to manifest? You have the energy of freedom, pile number 2. So first of all, you are blocking your own self. You might be holding too tight to something, and it's time to let go. If that's not the case, just listen to this message, and hopefully he will take you where you need to be, so you can learn about this energy that is surrounding you, and it might be blocking you. Freedom brings the message that you do not need to stay where you are. You can change your position. You can rise up and see the world from a different point of view. You have the wings. All you need is the desire and self-confidence to fly. Freedom brings movement, flexibility, and the ability to expand your horizons. Whether it is freedom to travel, freedom to make the decisions at work, or freedom to splurge on your favorite meal, you may need to ask yourself some questions. In which areas of my life I would like to expand my freedom? What is the definition of freedom for you? What else is blocking your pile number 2? The energy of forgiving. Remember how we started. You must be holding tight to something. This energy of forgiving for certain people, it comes to two things. The first one, you desperately want to be at peace with someone and they are doing no efforts at all. And you're holding yourself almost like in the position of being a prisoner of your own wish of making something good. And that is blocking you. It's not allowing you to feel free as a way of living the life that you deserve. Why? Because you feel that for you to have a better life, you need to forgive. And maybe it's not even forgiving. For you, it's try to forget that there is a need of forgiving. And if you have to forgive someone, forgive yourself for trying. And that's okay. And when time comes in, and if it is divine, forgiveness will come from the people that you, at this moment, you will try to forget. Not as a way of, I will never see you again, but I would say more like behavior-wise, things that makes you feel sad. I feel that this is what you need to forget. The sadness that people bring into your life. Don't take it on board. It's not your life. It's not part of your journey. So stop living a projection of someone else. For other people, exactly the way it is, what is blocking the change that you want to manifest is your incapacity of forgiving. And once again, forgive another person or forgive yourself. Whichever position you find yourself in, if you want to forgive someone else, you need to try to forget or at least release the pain they caused you. If you're not able to do it right now, what is the point of trying to forgive? You won't be able to do it. Every time you say, I forgive you, whatever they do that triggers that energy of, you're hurting me again, you go back exactly where you are, feeling confused, feeling lost, feeling blocked. So it's all about asking yourself, what do you want to forgive? Who do you want to forgive? And why you're holding tight? Be it to let go or because you're trying to do the best as you can to make everyone happy. There's no need to make everyone happy. You are not responsible for other people's happiness. You are responsible for your own happiness. So pile number 2, my suggestion in here, okay? Your cards are talking a lot about, it's not just what's blocking you, but what you need to do. Work with the energy of Kuan Yin. If you came to this reading in here, and if you heard the last message from Kuan Yin that we have in here as a pick a card reading, go to that pick a card reading and tune in with the message. If you can, try to do a tiny bit of Ho'oponopono as well as a prayer. And if you can, maybe see what kind of prayers there are online connected with the energy of Kuan Yin. Another option, pile number 2, find something that allows you to tune in with the energy of forgiveness. Whatever it is, it might not have to be Kuan Yin. It could be Mother Mary for certain people. It could be the energy of, it's funny, it's coming Pleiadians for some people, the energy of Lemuria. Whatever that makes you feel good with yourself, tune in with the energy that you like and see what they have connected with the energy of forgiving. Especially yourself. Once you do that to you, or once you do that to your own self, you'll be able to extend it to others. What this energy of forgiving is doing in your life, pile number 2, it's like walking and keep looking back. At some point, you will fall because your eyes, your head is not paying attention to what is ahead of you. So it's almost like saying you are running while looking back instead of looking forward. So whatever is making you turn around, please leave it where it is. If it is the past, it is in the past. If it is in the present, deal with it. If it is in the future, don't worry too much. You will reach it at some point. So remove as well this energy of anxiety for certain people. What is blocking you, or what is blocking the change you want to manifest in your life, is anxiety. Wanting something so badly that you are failing to do what is needed right now. And maybe it doesn't require too much from you. Who knows? You just need to change your mind, the way you see things, the way you deal with things. There's nothing wrong about changing. So try it. Even if it's just one step at a time. No matter how small, or no matter what you do, regardless of being small, it is a change. So allow yourself to go one step at a time, even if it is baby steps. So we have freedom, full moon in Pisces, forgive, last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings, first quarter moon in Leo, be humble. This pile in here, I'm picking a lot of energies, maybe because, who knows, majority of people that will come in here, they might resonate with pile number 2. And there are too many options coming in here, okay? What is blocking the change you want to manifest? Ego, power struggle, the feeling of it's my way, there's no other way. And in the end, for the people, your emotions are blocking your capacity of making a change which will manifest as a, or which was meant to manifest as a positive outcome for you. So there's already something in movement in here, pile number 2. It's like something that you're already working on, an expectation that you have, where the positive outcome is not coming. And if it's coming, it feels like it's so, I don't know, there is a feeling in here of bits and pieces, whatever it is. Let's say that you want to manifest, let's say for example, let's talk about money. Let's say you want to make a change in your lifestyle and you want to increase your income, let's say by an extra £1,000, dollars, euros, whatever it is, whatever currency is in your country. Instead of you reaching that 1,000, it feels like it comes as a £1, $1, £10, $10, 20, 30. But you do have the capacity of receiving and manifesting that 1,000. So it goes back again to your behavior. Your behavior, your emotions, your ego. Something is actually triggering you, affecting you, but in a negative way. It's like you have an opinion and you trust and believe that what you know is the right thing, but it feels like even if it's right, it's wrong for you right now. It's like there's something better, but you can't see it because you are just like, I know I'm right, I know I'm right. So I have the feeling in here as well, pile number 2, if this might support you, you might have received an advice, a suggestion, or something that you heard that in the beginning made you feel like, I don't trust this is for me. I don't think you're right. I don't think this will work. I would go back actually, because maybe you didn't realize that your rejection was the energy of ego reaction. Who are you to tell me that I'm wrong? And I think that once again, In your particular case, you are wrong because whatever you think, no matter how positive it is, it's not benefiting you. So it's like there is a different way of arriving to your destination, and you are forcing yourself to go the way you know, when someone else is telling you, look, there is a better option. But you need to be able to let go of what you perceive that is the best thing. Come with me. I'm sure that you will soon realize it will be the best option. And even if it wasn't the best option, pile number 2, I have the feeling that that energy of trying something new, dare to see something different, dare to do something different, will allow a new energy to flow into you. So whatever you had in your mind, it's like a refreshing energy will surround you. You will be able to bring something new and almost like connect two dots. Take what you had in your mind that you thought was positive and take another thing someone else was telling you, mix it together, and boom, you have a brand new idea. Something that will help you and support you. Therefore, pile number 2, when it comes to you, what is blocking the change you want to manifest is the energy of being unable to let go, being unable to change. What you need to do or what you need to work with for you to be able to override this energy. You need to work through your feelings, you need to forgive and ask yourself, am I really right? There's nothing wrong in being a tiny bit more humble and recognize, I might know it, but I don't know it all. Someone else can still help me. So connecting with the energy of first quarter moon in Leo, be humble. Related with the topic that we are embracing, what is blocking the change you want to manifest? This energy of the first quarter moon, first of all, is trying to say to you that the energy of being humble, together with the energy of first quarter moon, it's telling you where you are being challenged and how to use this obstacle that is arising right now to support you, not just in transform, but show you the path of where you want to be. So be humble. The energy of this card holds a lot of power. You just need to challenge the heated energies in a wise way. Tension is in the air. You know that you can achieve your goals, which is half the battle. But this card in here suggests that you need to be less show and more substance as you move slowly towards your goal. Don't try to impress anyone with money. Avoid allowing your ego to overwhelm you. Don't opt for something merely because you think it will impress others. Practice grounding. In a financial situation, slow your spending. In love, if you are being stubborn or possessive, now is the time to stop. For you to be able to free yourself and manifest what you want, you need to identify what is blocking you and after, clear these blocks in here. If you do that, you'll be able to step up to receive all the goodies that life has to offer you. But you have to want it. Work as well with your sacral chakra. This will help you as well to connect with people around you and to express your creativity in a more healthy way. So pile number 2, there are a lot of suggestions of the things that you can do to address this energy that is blocking you and allow yourself to actually arrive to your destination. Work your emotions, you work your sacral chakras, For certain people, work the energy of your chakras. Forgive yourself. And be willing to work through your feelings. If you do that, you will free yourself in a way that you will soon realize that majority of time when you're struggling is because you're choosing the hard path. And there's no need for that. There's no need to make your life more difficult than it is. There is a new path. There is a new option. There is another way, a different way. Not the way that you thought that was the best way, but the one that the universe believes that it's going to benefit you, not just today, but every day. This is the message for people connected with pile number 2. If you connected to pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Pile number 3, what is blocking the change that you want to manifest? So we have the energy of warning, first quarter moon in Gemini, speak your world into being, full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life, full moon in Capricorn, take a reality check. Pile number 3, my benefit of listening to pile number 2, if you feel like. Okay, what is blocking the change that you want to manifest? I have the impression that you are not paying attention to, there's an energy of inner, it says inner, but it's not clear. Because what I had in my mind is more like you're not listening to the signs from the universe. You're not listening to your own self. There's something in here. I don't know where it is. It has to be something so small that you're not able to pay attention to it. It's like, how can I put it? If you have a stone in your shoes and you're walking with it, you'll feel it. But here is not a stone. It's almost like you have sand. You feel that something is bothering you, but it's like, oh, okay, it's nothing major. But there's an energy near of, let me see if I can put it this in this way. What is blocking the change that you want to manifest is the subtle energies and messages that universe have been sending into your way. It's like this pioneer, you are able to understand the big things, but you're not able to understand the small things. It's like the universe saying that for you to succeed, it takes you 1 hour to make a change. But for you, real change means 10 hours of hard work. So there's this energy near of excess of effort, probably. This could be what's going on in here. What is blocking the change that you want to manifest is the excess of effort you're putting in everything that you do. And for certain people, you're doing too much when only a little is required. It's like tend to the small things, pile number 3. Don't pay attention just to things that do shine. There are other things in here that I think they are more valuable. It's like having gold and silver. You're paying attention to the gold, but the silver is more valuable than anything else. It's like, and for the people, let's see the sun and the moon. You're paying attention to the sun because it's shining, but you're ignoring the moon because it is in the dark. So let's read the message that comes with the energy of warning, okay? This card was created during the height of the smoke from the eastern Washington wildfires that infiltrated the city. Crows have scouts that sit high up over all the action to serve us as a lookout. It is their job to spot the signs and warn others of danger. Warning indicates the signs are around you. Something less than favorable is approaching, and your attention is needed to ensure you have time to react. Warning brings to your awareness the red flags that you may be missing or denying, putting you in a less than desirable situation. From the employer who always pays a day or two late to the partner who never seems to want to be seen together out in a public or to be seen together out in public. Too often we make excuses in an attempt to dismiss the warning so as to avoid accepting the reality. And it's interesting because what we have in here, take a reality check. Embrace the flow of life. It's almost like accepting the truth will allow you to make the changes instead of denying it. So there is something in here that you are ignoring for sure, pile number 3. Warning signs appear throughout various scenarios in our lives. Sometimes it takes a friend or someone on the outside to point out what we don't want to acknowledge. When this card appears in a reading, consider the signs that you've been received or that you've been receiving. Do they shed light on a situation that you might have been avoiding? It's time for you to speak your truth. It's time for you to listen instead of ignoring. The signs are there for a reason. Being cautious in here, it's for your own benefit. Especially pile number 3 from all the piles in here. What is blocking the change you want to manifest is the fact that you are not speaking your word into being. You are choosing to ignore a message that is important for you instead of accepting things the way they are. Pile number 3. I had to put a pause in our reading because I did receive a call, therefore, which means it's almost like there was a disconnection. I don't even know where I was. And I think all this is part of what is important for you. Sometimes we need to recognize the need of just stopping everything and try to understand what is actually really important. Maybe for you, doing is not more important than being. Maybe for some people, right now, what is more important is stop being and start doing. Maybe stop being nice and start doing what is right for you. Because in the end of the day, you're being nice, but not to the others that are mistreating you. You are being nice to your own self. So what might be blocking you as well, pile number 3, is the simple fact that you tend for others, which is you pay attention to the big picture, but you're forgetting the small picture. You do matter as well. So it's important for you to understand and recall always, any change that you want to manifest in your life starts with you. Anything you want to make great in someone else's life, you want to do it to your own self. So the message for you is, you've been warned that it's important for you to tend to small things. And the small things in here for you means what is important for you right now. What will make a huge or what will have a huge impact in your life. What have you been postponing, but you have to attend to it right now because it's important not for the people, but for yourself. So embracing the energies that are here in front of us, represented by the cards that we have in here, which you need to pay attention, because right now I notice that we have the first quarter moon in Gemini and full moon in Gemini. So this energy of Gemini is all about reflection, things that might look like, but they are not. So sometimes giving too much to others doesn't mean that you are doing the best thing to yourself. So you need to pay attention to this energy of duality, because duality sometimes make you stuck, for the simple fact that there is a different way to achieve your desires, but you're thinking about what is the best for everyone. And right now, it's all about you. If you help yourself, you will be able to help others. So what is blocking the change that you want to manifest? You not being able to speak your word into being. What is blocking the change that you want to manifest? You not being able to embrace the flow of life. What is blocking the change you want to manifest? Not making or taking a reality check based on the small things that you've been postponing but are important for you. It's time for you to heal, not others, but yourself. If you do that, have no doubt, whatever you want to manifest, they will turn into reality, and things will flow without effort, because it's all about doing what's right for you will serve others in the near future, whereas the other way around won't bring you any benefit. So listen to your heart, listen to your soul, listen to your higher self. What is important for you right now? Tend to the small things, and that includes yourself. Don't look to what is important for everyone involved right now. Look for what is important for you right now. You're not being selfish. You are practicing self-care, and that's important for you. This is the message for people connected with pile number 3. Thank you so much for your presence, to each one of you that came to this reading. Looking forward to see you next video. Bye.